action. So this is Virginia, and she's going to be my guinea pig today. So we're going to do her hairdo and get rid of the scariness. We've cut it off in the ears, we've grown it out in the ears, we've done whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's changed a lot. So how much weight have you lost since the last time we had you on camera? Because it's been a few years.
Probably in the neighborhood of 140 pounds.
Yeah, she looks amazing. Exactly. And then we've had long and short hair. What else do you do? What's team? She does this thing called Team in Training. What is that?
Team in Training is the fundraising arm of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. They're the world's largest endurance sports training program.
So what do you do to raise money?
It can be anything. Like we auctioned off Bill's Dragon. People have hosted parties, done gift wrapping, all kinds of stuff.
So it raises money for leukemia and lymphoma.
Yes, it goes to patient services. They do things like have counseling and help patients pay their chemotherapy copays that insurance doesn't cover, even travel expenses, all kinds of stuff, and research. It's awesome.
So tell me about the sports events. So like what kind of sports events?
They do hikes like in the Grand Canyon and Havasu Falls, Zion National Park.
Zion National Park.
They do marathons and half marathons, century rides, which is 100 miles on a bike.
Right.
They do triathlons.
Right.
Down in places like California, they even have sailing things like regattas and things like that.
So what have you participated in?
Marathons and half marathons.
Marathons and half marathons. How many have you participated in?
I think this is like my 7th, the one that's coming out.
And how far? Will you do the whole marathon yourself, or what do you do?
Yes, 26.2 miles all by myself.
Awesome. Do you walk it? Do you run it?
I do both.
Walk and run?
More walk than run still, but I do both.
So some people get really competitive, or do some people just do it for the honor and the fundraising and remembering, or what?
Almost everybody is there because they have a reason to be, but there are people who are super competitive about it, who are out to do the very best and fastest thing they can.
Oh, right on. Right. And what is your experience with that? What was your, you made it across the finish line. What was your best time?
Oh gosh, I think my best time was just under 5 hours. I'm slow.
That's awesome. Do you think you'll do better this year now that you're all skinny and in better shape?
I hope so.
Well, what do you do to train for that? I mean, how do you train?
4 days a week I run.
Right.
And 3 days a week I do weights or ride the bike.
Right on. And so that's all been part of you getting healthy as well. Not only you're helping out, but you're getting healthy, losing weight, and then doing marathons in the process.
Yep.
And then who's Bill?
Bill was my husband. He died of leukemia.
And how many years were you married?
We were married almost 15 years.
Almost 15 years, and he died of leukemia. So that's a great motivator to keep you involved. And how are you processing that? Like, do you share your story with people?
I do. I share the story of his illness. I share the story of my Uncle George, who died of lymphoma. I talk about our friend's son, who died of lymphoma as well when he was just 9. I talk to people.
Do you think, does it help you and them, or who do you think it helps more?
Sometimes I think it helps me more. Other times I think it helps other people. Like the girl who's going to become Fiona's new owner, her best friend was recently diagnosed, and so she's doing all the team and training events she can, just so she's kind of on the same hard journey. She's done 14 events in the last 10 months.
Holy
She's
cow.
out there week after week after week after week, fundraising and doing events.
Do you think it helps people feel proactive instead of victimized by the disease?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of power in being able to say, cancer can come no further. I will stand up and I will say, I will make a difference.
Awesome. Right on. Well, we'll now get to working on your hairdo.
All right.
Thank you, Virginia.
You're welcome.